Otherwise, Bart and Nico could have also been an option, but they want more engage. They want more go buttons, and the matchup is fine. Rakan also right now has a great win rate too, I think. It's just a really strong champ if he's not punched in lane. I mean, you're somewhat of a Rakan kind of.
I used to be a Rakan main, now a Braum main, and 8 on a Twisted Fate mid.
I think this might have been his only win in that split, maybe.
It was his only win on Lee Sin. I don't know if it was his only win in the split.
This was the summer split?
This?
I'm not sure.
Oh, yes, summer 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good insight from Upset. I love the mechanics of bot lane in solo queue. I'm just like, hey, I can hit a Q on this guy. Maybe that's okay. You know, it's fine. But really good to learn about it, like some of the intricacies going on down there. Let's have a look at the rest of the map that we haven't approached too much. We've talked a little bit about BB having this lead in the early game. It's the Tempest Cripple, the ability to get the push out onto the Rumble. He's kind of been neutralized in the early game.
Casey's going to win this one, probably.
Can we get that on a lower third? We're going to use that if G2 win. Thank you so much for joining us, Upset. Rob will... Oh, I didn't mean to shake your hand, but thank you. Rob will hold down your mute button as you take off your headset to make sure. Thank you, Upset.
Yike has definitely been trying to put a little bit more pressure down towards that bottom side just to enable the lead that Kalista and Boosie already have. But in this situation, Broken Blade...
It goes in onto Kana, who goes overheated. Broken Blade getting burned to a crisp. He went for that fight, and Kana just stands his ground and gets the kill.
What happened to the safeguard, though? Like, he placed the ward.
Like, looking to start the second Drake of the game. But with Caps coming across and with that grand entrance, the heroic entrance from Caps, a possibility. Busio here to collapse. The 3v3, they jump onto Yahoo. Quickness out for the double charm. The Torn out as well. Yahoo almost falling, but able to flash away. Kalist here first. But Casey will just back away. Their mid laner very low. Broken Blade had worked his way down from top. Would have been a 5v4. Kana, no TP yet, hasn't completed that role quest. G2 start up the Drake. Yahoo underneath the tower. Looking for the Rune Prison here onto Kaz. But it's going to get taken out by the Taunt. Kaz beginning to walk away. The hero's entrance knocked back by Busio, who will claim the kill. The Drake for G2, though, still at 2,000 HP. Kalist trying to come in from the bottom side, looking for the Transcend oneself. Kana's worked his way down. Meanwhile, Broken Blade's back up towards the top. It's got a 4v3 in favor of KC. Kalist flashing away from Skewmon. Labrov trying to dance around here as well. But a good trample stun into Yikes. Damage is enough to kill the enemy jungler. And Labrov and Hans Sama have to walk away, tails tucked between their legs.
Caps kind of end up costing the Dragon there for G2. Sure, he gets the kill, and it will give an advantage in the lane because the wave died.
No real fight brewing either. The only neutral up in the next minute or so is that Rift Herald coming up in 10 seconds' time. Taunt from Caps does find his man. Labrov could go in, but they know KC's in the vicinity, and because of that, they decide discretion, the better part of Valor, not actually going for the fight. Skewmon looking for something here as well. Yahoo! No flash on him. Labrov goes in. Busio trying to act as that bodyguard. Good double taunt into the charm. The dash away as well from Labrov. And now Skewmon needs to get the hell out of there. Crescent Guard out. Tries to dash away from the Infernal Chains, but he's ripped back into the hands of KC. Yahoo gets his first of the game.
It was a weird commit from G2. Broken Blade didn't reset on the top side. Instead went to try and heal up off the Grom and didn't actually really heal up very full, so wasn't able to commit to the TP play. And Kana, kind of reading that, immediately teleports to the bottom side, and it's KC who are able to find the numbers advantage on that bottom lane.
You see no real play materializing. BB's going to TP down towards bot, look for Kana. Good use of the Phaelites there from Kana with that control. Well, Dragon's Rage kick from Broken Blade, but he's used the safeguard now, has to try and dodge his way away, caught out. BB trying to do some magical stuff on this Lee Sin, but it's just not working. Caught out between Yike and Kana. He'll be burnt alive by that Rumble, who secures his second of the game.
May not just have the chances. The Dragon already started up by G2. Looks like KC going to give.
Yeah, it's an interesting trade here. Rift Herald for the Drake. Yeah, who getting some time with that top tier one as well. Should be able to take it down. From what I can see on the minimap, it's sitting at only one plate. Yeah, he's just waiting for it to kill off some of those minions. So the mechanics after that point haven't really shown us the style that is required to master the King of Kung Fu in Lee Sin. I did once watch a 60-minute long game where Meteos was on Lee Sin, and by the end of it, he worked out how to insec.
Yeah.
And in the end, KC can't find much more of the play. Broken Blade here on level 14, going to take the tower, trying to heal up with that Ravenous Hydra Dragon to kick it out as Karmine Corp begin to collapse Bucio no ultimate, but does have the flash, can look for the engage. Safeguard away from Broken Blade. G2 beginning to collapse here. Yike goes in, there's the equalizer. Heroes entrance out as well as Broken Blade dives in. A good charm coming out from Lebrov. It's a 1-for-1 so far, now 2-for-1 in favor of Karmine Corp. It's Scumo and the Caps in the middle of the meat grinder, and they just can't survive. They're minced to a crisp. They will get one more, but 4 for 2 is well in the Blue Wall's favor.
If you're going to try and take on this Aatrox, you have to bring some damage. And G2 just don't have it. Hans Sama was still in the mid lane. Broken Blade is taken down immediately. And KC opening up this gold lead nicely for themselves.
They just don't have the damage to work through the Aatrox, as you say. Yike 2-0-5 against his former team. 2 towers on the bot side. We forget and we move on, okay? The secret lab ad came to life for a second. So.
Just so much pressure coming through from G2 there. And also the damage from the Phosphorus Bomb. A lot coming out from Hans Sama to start that one off. And it means that G2 continue to keep this soul point at bay from KC.
They'll get another Cloud. And we're still able to add the notch of a Cloud Drake onto their belts. Lebrov here, cleanse and heal, will cleanse the Rune Prison out. That's the power of the Unsealed Spellbook. Caps trying to hold the wave in mid. Broken Blade pushing in towards the bottom side. Matched by Kana. Caps, look at the damage coming out from Kalist! Caps just melts.
That Fiend Hunter bolt damage doing so much work, those quick 3 auto attacks.
Lebrov using the Ghost, just wants to get back to that flash from the Unsealed Spellbook, has to dash away. Broken Blade dodging away from Yike, who's trying to chase him down. DB does have the Dragon's Rage, doesn't want to use it, able to walk out. No Realm Warp behind him, no tower to stand. Sonic Wave misses, Dragon's Rage comes out, but it's too little too late for BB as he is burnt alive. Caps will push in the top side. G2 try and get control over mid. But Kana has a wave on its way towards this bot lane inhibitor tower, and with the crystalline overgrowth being ripped away, that will be an inhibitor turret to KC.
Yike even moving across just in case G2 try and go for some sort of barn play off the back, but there just isn't really an answer. In fact, Hans Sama needs to be kind of careful here.
And Bob with the knocker, well played by him. Gives Hans Sama the time to escape.
I do like the idea from KC here though. Wrap through mid, get the push, and guarantee you've got a front line towards Kalist, because you can see Broken Blade fishing for those Sonic Waves.
Bucio going in as a Scumo, and Crescent Guard coming out. Lebrov is looking for a long flank all the way near the walls right now. Puts a control ward down. If KC overstep, there's the risk of a quickness onto the back line. It's Kalist. There's the quickness. Hero's entrance diving in as well. An equalizer down. They dive onto Kalist. Good double taunt, but Bucio there to save his AD carry. And he does exactly that with the help of Kana. KC now re-engaging. Great stun onto Broken Blade with the trample as he tried to dive in. KC read them like a book, and they'll burn them in the river. Great play all round from Karmine Corp. G2, Lebrov the last man standing, and all he can do is flee from Bucio.
Every door that G2 opens has just got a blue wall in front of it. KC have denied them every opportunity this game. And now a Dragon, a Baron, and surely the game off the back of that.
It's going to be a 10k lead for KC. Is flee from Bucio.
Every door that G2 opens has just got a blue wall in front of it. KC have denied them every opportunity this game. And now a Dragon, a Baron, and surely the game off the back of that.
It's going to be a 10k lead for KC. I like the idea from Lebrov. Quickness out, dive onto Kalist, but there's just not the follow-up. Broken Blade getting knocked away by Bucio is huge.
And then again here, as he tries to go through, you called it in the middle of the fight. Bucio getting that trample to deny Broken Blade again. And because of that, you just don't have the damage in G2 to finish off Kalist. He gets the reposition, and KC, the front to back, works so well for him.
Gonna be honest, even if they kill Kalist, I think they still lose the fight. I think KC are just too strong, denying entry for Lebrov and Hans Sama towards their top side of their jungle. There's the tower. And now KC with about a little bit more than 4 waves, about 6 waves or so to play with the increase, the shortened spawn time. Caps getting caught out. There's the quickness though onto Kalist. Crescent Guard out as well, but he's still got the flash to get away. TP coming out from Broken Blade, but already his jungler is down. And now KC can push through too. Kalist is going to reset. We'll be back out on the map quickly with the home guards. With how far forward these minion waves are pushed, he can sprint out, but instead he's just going to go towards the bot lane. Clear up that wave. Make sure G2 don't have any points of pressure on the map. KC will look for the double inhibs. With the Baroned up minions, they should be able to secure them. Kana with a stopwatch. The engage from Broken Blade again. Bucio punts him to Timbuktu, eats him out of any possibility of a fight, and KC, even without their Fed AD carry, are just pushing G2 back.
Bucio playing bouncer for Broken Blade, denying any access.
Yike, 3 levels above his jungle counterpart. Kind of happens when you have this much control over the game, because I wouldn't be surprised if Scumon's got like one of his last 6 camps or so. You just don't get to enter the jungle. But across the board leads for KC. Bucio stepping in, Lebrov looking for the knockup onto Yike, can't land it. Dashes back to Broken Blade, who has to dash back to Scumon. Hansama has to dash back across the wall, and he just gets deleted. Yahoo gets another Realm Warps in, sends the cow onto the backline, joins him. Crescent Guard out from Scumon here, instead it's used by Caps. The Zhonya's from Yahoo buys enough time for the rest of KC to begin to collapse as Caps is forced low. He pops a stopwatch of his own, but I think the next thing going pop will be him. Exactly the case as G2 are sent back to the fountain. They can escape there, but what escape is it as they watch their Nexus fall? KC, 34 minutes in, have only given G2 3 kills. Well, 4 now as they die once to the fountain. A dominant victory for Karmine Corp.
G2 just got dismantled.
Yeah.
KC looking so good, dominant lanes, Yike playing well around them. The team fighting was fantastic.